This fox has a magical cave. Inside there are endless fish. The old wolf thought the fox knew how to catch fish. He tried to learn from him many times. The fox was tired of this. He didn't know. The fish were not caught by the fox, but a fish delivery party was passing nearby. The fox would steal a lot of fish from it every time. Soon the fox had more fish than he could eat. He wanted to send the old wolf away with 2 fish, but the old wolf wouldn't leave. After the wolf's pleading, the fox agreed to the wolf's request. That night, the fox took the wolf to the ice. He made the wolf cut a small hole with a stick. He told the old wolf to tuck his tail into the hole in the ice, and wait quietly for the fish to take the bait. The honest old wolf really believed the fox, but he waited all night on the ice, but he didn't catch a single fish. His tail was frozen in the ice and he couldn't move it. But what's even more tragic, the villagers nearby went to the lake to wash their clothes. They saw the old wolf in the center of the lake. They rushed over without saying a word. They grabbed their washboards and beat up the wolf. In order to survive, the old wolf tore off his tail and escaped. Then the wolf found the fox. He asked the fox to pay for his tail, but the fox started to lie to the wolf again. Who told you to put your tail in the water for so long? You couldn't even pull it out in the end, right? That night, fox and wolf sneaked into the villager's storehouse. It was filled with all kinds of wine and meat. It was enough to give them a good meal. The 2 animals hugged the ham and ate it all, but the fox sensed something was wrong, so he found an excuse to run away. As expected, after the fox left, the villagers heard a noise coming from the barn. They rushed in and hammered the old wolf. They almost killed the wolf. The fox saw the scene. He knew the wolf would never let him go. He bore the cold and lay down in the chicken trough. He froze himself blue. Then he rolled in the straw. In this very cold weather, the fox's body was soon covered with ice. Finally he lay down where the old wolf had passed, and let out a groan of pain. Old wolf went over and saw the fox's misery. All his grievances dissipated. Instead, he picked up the fox on his back and sent him home. But the fox on his back was still proud of himself. He laughed at the old wolf's foolishness. When they arrived at the cave, the fox mocked the old wolf again. Then the fox went into the cave. The old wolf realized that he had been tricked, but the wolf caught the fox's foot. But the fox told the wolf, "It wasn't my leg you grabbed, it was a root." The old wolf was dumb enough to let go, and grabbed the root of a tree. The wolf said he'd wait for him to come out, but the fox stored enough fish to last him through the winter. The old wolf had no choice but to leave.